For nearly a year, I lived with 2 close male friends in a shared house. 3 months into our tenancy, a stranger moved into the final room. I was initially excited for some female company, but that optimism died the moment she walked through the door. Instead of a greeting, her first words to me were a demand. "What are your plans to clean this place up?" I patiently explained our system. We cleaned up after ourselves daily and held a deep clean session every week. I walked her through the house, meticulously pointing out which items were communal and which belonged to us personally. The friction started the very next day. She began using our kitchenware, returning dishes crusted with food and stains. When one of my friends gently asked her to clean what she borrowed, she snapped. She spent 15 minutes screaming at me, accusing me of trying to look good in front of the boys men I had been friends with for years. The next 7 months became a marathon of disrespect. She monopolized the drying racks 5 days a week, cracked our wooden chopping boards by using them as lids for frying pans, and left the microwave and air fryer in a state of filth. Most distressing was her hygiene. She left hair, urine, and menstrual blood in shared spaces, and routinely stole my pads, tampons, and razors. Whenever we tried to address these grievances, her rage was directed solely at me. She would complain about the mess she created, demand we send her money for cleaning supplies we already owned, and then refuse to help during our weekly chores. The breaking point finally arrived. My 2 original housemates and I decided we had enough. Seizing on a new job opportunity, we secured a 3-bedroom flat together and scheduled our move for next week. Here is the catch: because we furnished the common areas ourselves, we own approximately 90% of the household essentials. When we leave, we are taking the toaster, microwave, kettle, air fryer, vacuum, iron, drying racks, and all the pots and pans. Because my friends have completely stopped speaking to her due to her volatility, I am her only point of contact. However, I have decided not to tell her we are leaving. She will realize the situation either when the landlord brings people by for viewings or when she sees the moving van pull up. Since we rent room by room, our departure won't affect her rent or her legal right to stay. She simply won't have a single fork, plate, or appliance to her name the moment we lock the door. We didn't expect her to buy things we already had, but she has contributed nothing to the household in return for our original generosity. Now, she can learn to buy her own basics and, finally, clean up her own messes.